This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Jazza Dickens over Zoom. Jazza, we're only 6 days away from your fight with Kid Galahad, so we'll start off with you before we rewind to this past weekend. How are you feeling ahead of it?
Yeah, feeling absolutely tremendous, mate up. Thank you for having me on the channel as well, once again. And yeah, I'm in good spirits ahead of my fight.
Jazza, obviously being so close to it now, how has camp gone? Have you felt that extra push, that extra motivation, especially seeing Joe's return and especially having seen last night's show?
You know what? I enjoyed the show. Watched it last night, and it was good. But that's from a fan's perspective. I have to wear two hats. I have to wear a professional fighter's hat and a fan's hat if you want to watch it like that. Do you know what I mean? It's the bullshit show. It's amazing. It's great. It was a spectacle. It's absolutely amazing what the matchroom have done. It's amazing, but for me to fight, do you know what I mean? That's not what I'll be seeing. I won't be seeing it from them eyes. I'll be in the centre of the ring fighting, so I have to be professional. It hasn't inspired me anymore, any less. But to watch the show last night, it was absolutely incredible. And Tony Bellew's done a great job. Even the new girls, they've done a great job. Everyone, it was just an absolutely amazing thing. I think I want to see boxing that way myself. I think Eddie's had a great his vision, the way he wants to take it. I think it's amazing. There's nothing wrong with Sky Sports, clearly for boxing. Nothing wrong with BT Sports or whatever the way it has been, but the way Eddie wants it now it's fantastic.
You're mentioning when your time comes next weekend, and on Saturday you'll be in fight mode. You'll just be there ready to have your fight. Do you think the occasion itself will be something that you will just look back on instead of getting caught up in during the moment?
Yeah, there was only ever one time that I observed what happened outside of what was going on for me. And I was getting in the ring against Tommy Ward. And I was watching someone fighting in the crowd. There was two fellas pissed in the crowd fighting. And I was watching them fighting. And I was just like terrible that night. It was flat, it was dead. And it's just like, that's not a place I want to be, you know what I mean? I'm minding other people fighting while I'm fucking fighting, so no.
Let's get into it next Saturday. Yourself and Kid Galahad, that long-awaited rematch for you. What happens this time around, Jazza?
Jazza's gonna be Jazza. He's strong as a gang of Jazzas. He's gonna win. That's that. I can only say that for now, can't I? That's like, you'll see the fight. It's in 6 days. You see the fight. Tune in. It's gonna be a great fight, and I'm gonna win. I'm the world champion because I've worked too hard not to be.
I was going to say, lifting that IBF strap, what would it mean to you, Jazza?
Everything and more. Do you know what I mean? Well, no, I say everything and more. It means nothing, and it means everything. It's a strange one because, as I say, it's the bullshit show. It's a piece of leather with metal on it, but it's also my dreams and my ambition. Which, the financial aspect of the fight, I think that's a load of bullshit, and it means everything, but it also means nothing because then my family are better off. Do you know what I mean? It's just money, but then my kids have a better life. Like my dreams being fulfilled in life, it means everything and it means nothing. So I can do loads of good work with it. I can inspire other people. I can show the other kids you can come from where I'm from. You can do it too, but it also means nothing because it's the bullshit show.
Can you elaborate more on what you mean by it's the, I won't repeat that word, but it's the, beginning with a B show?
It's smoke and mirrors, do you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's smoke and mirrors. You come to a point in boxing and you realise, like if I was 10 years younger now and you said to me, do you want to fight on a matchroom show? You're not going to get paid, but it will be great for your advertisements and your profile, blah, blah, blah. I've gone too right. What? Because blah, blah is going to be there. This person's going to be there. I'll get great advertisements out of it. My ego will be getting me down. It'll be driving the car down. Do you know what I mean? I'll be in the backseat, mate. Of my ego will be driving the car. But when you get a little bit older, you realise I'm the man who's there. I'm the entertainment. I am the fighter. I'm the champ. They're watching me. Everyone's there to see me, and I'm going to see them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm doing it for nothing. But you're the man who's risking your life. You're the one who's working your balls up, and then someone else is making coin on your back. And you just get it totally flipped around, because a lot of us fighters, we go into the sport with self-belief issues as it is. To be going to a gym as a 12-year-old kid, to be getting punched in the face, punching someone else in the face, and enjoying it, enjoying the pat on the back. You shouldn't have to do that to get a pat on the back. Do you know what I mean? And that's the situation a lot of kids are in. Do you know what I mean? They're fighting, literally fighting for a bit of love. And not that I was that kid, but a lot of kids are. So it's the bullshit show. It gets flipped around a little bit, and you realise your self-worth and what you are worth. And a big part of that was, for me, through meeting Tony Bellew. You know, he showed me what I'm worth. He told me what I'm worth, and fought hard for what I am worth. MTK, they made sure I get what I'm worth in this fight, and little things like that. And now I realise what I am worth. So it is the bullshit show to me, in my eyes. So yeah, but all right then, Jazz, the bullshit show, don't do it. No, I will do it. I fucking love it. I live for it. Do you know what I mean? So there's a balance, getting what you're worth, and you know, still enjoying it. You know, I do love it. I enjoy it, but I just know what it is now.
This rematch next weekend, Jazza, how much better of a spectacle will it be compared to when the pair of you crossed paths previously?
It's not. It is a rematch, because he's still him and I'm still me, but it's not a rematch. Do you know what I mean? Really, I can't really call it a rematch, because it's not. It won't be. It won't be a rematch, because he won the last one and he stopped me, and no one's ever put me over. It's the only man's ever put me over, and it's not a rematch, because that won't be the case. The case will be the opposite.
Jazza, just moving forwards and moving on to this past weekend. Obviously, past weekend, on yesterday rather, last night, Leigh Wood beating Kanju, or Jukan, stopping him in the final round. A terrific performance from Leigh. What did you make of it?
It was fantastic. It's just amazing. I will go back to the Bill Smith fight too, McCarthy as well, as you want. But Leigh Wood and Ben Davison, I think they've done a great job in doing what they've done. You know what I mean? They just nullified his work, didn't they? I've never seen Kanzu before, so I thought he was going to be like the Tasmanian Devil. Apparently, he normally is. I don't know, but one thing that, when I said the bullshit show before, going on a bit here, aren't I? Fucking hell, yeah, Jazza with his wisdom. When I said the bullshit show, one person who's influential on Sky will be having a conversation, or on Sky, or on DAZN, or wherever, boxing, IFL, your channel, wherever. And two influential people will have their comments. If they both agree, men who have never even seen Kanzu fight will say, oh no, he punches too much for Leigh Wood. And it gets spouted out, the same shit gets spouted out, and that becomes the public's opinion when they haven't really got an opinion. Do you know what I mean? So just last night, I even asked my dad, I said, what do you think? And he said, I don't think Leigh Wood can do it. I said, have you seen him fight the other fella? And he said, no. I said, well, how do you know? Do you know what I mean? So I just watched it with an open mind, knowing, because I know two men in the ring is two men in the ring, and two people fight, and that's it. A fight's a fight, not the bullshit show. So I said I wanted Leigh Wood to win, because it did, but your reaction when it happens, that's the truth, isn't it? And when Kanzu went down, I jumped up. So yes, when he went down, do you know what I mean? That was my truth. And then when he stepped in to stop him, I was like shouting, yes, 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 do you know what I mean? So that was my true reaction. So I was absolutely made up and buzzing for him and for Ben Davison. It was a great win. And he done amazing, keeping him off. No one gave him a chance. Everyone writ him off. I don't know what the odds were in the betting shop, but yeah, he done himself really, really proud.
Jazza, is that a potential fight there for you down the line? Again, just another rematch with Leigh Wood?
If you go to fucking fight, I'll fight. I'll fight to fight. It's the bullshit show, do you know what I mean? I'm not fighting him this weekend, am I? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not me buddy. That's why last night I was jumping all over the place, celebrating for him. Do you know what I mean? Well, if he gets another chance at me, then it's on. But for now, good to him. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it makes sense for me. Then yeah, of course.
Moving forwards, or game moving backwards rather through the card, you mentioned a couple of the fights. McCarthy, Billum Smith, the game was a terrific fight. What did you make of it, Jazza?
I thought it was a brilliant fight. I really enjoyed it. Just two big men like that, and the way Billum Smith was just stepping in with his jab, and then you knew that backhand was coming. And it would land sometimes. Sometimes it would be like that. Oh, you think they're big boys, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? People don't realise because he's on the telly and they're this big on your screen. But when you're there and you're looking at these two fellas winging away like that, it's a spectacle, isn't it? And that's why we love the heavyweights, because they're like Transformers fighting, really, aren't they? That's what it's like. So just watching them two going at it with that high pace, I really respected them, because the high pace that they both set for big lads like that, they set a great pace, and it was nice to see a proper fight like that. What would you call it? It's not a domestic fight, is it? They're both?
Yeah, it was a domestic fight. The European, British, and the Commonwealth titles were on the line.
Yeah, my mate once fought for them. Kevin Satchel, he had the British, Commonwealth, and European titles, everything but a world title. It's just like the level to be fighting that European title. You're just below world level, but there's no easy fights there. Do you know what I mean? These are proper seasoned fighters, and I hope McCarthy can come back as well, strong, and know that Billum Smith's going to move on, because he's a bit of an animal. He beat my mate Chris Galahad, who was a really strong fighter, and McCarthy gets his mind straight. He's right back on it. He's there still. He's there at that level still.
Then one other fight to touch on, which will lead into a second fight for us to talk about, was Anthony Fowler's win last night against Rico Muller, which then set up an all-Liverpool clash with Liam Smith, which was announced after. Just your thoughts on, firstly, Anthony's win and of course, the bout with Liam on October 9th?
Yeah, well, I got home, as I said before, and Fowler's fight, I think it had already been on, or I was in a later round or something, and I didn't want to. I was watching and realised, oh yeah, we're on the internet now, so you can rewind. And then rewinded it to the stoppage, because I wanted to catch the fight live. So I was in between rounds. I was skipping, do you know what I mean? So I was getting me time back that way, but I seen him at the end of it, coming on strong, the way he stopped the fella. Fowler looked to me more, he looked like he was a lot more relaxed, Fowler. He was a lot less tight and robotic, and he was willing to put combinations together, rather than banging him with 2 or 3 big shots and then watching him to see if he's ready to go. Yeah, he was just continuing to flow through his work with his combinations. I think he has made improvements. I think that's something that he wanted here, because he's a great fighter. I know what he's capable of. We went all the way to school together. We boxed together in gyms, in the Golden Gloves gym. So he was always a fluent boxer when we were kids. He got his power, he found his power and lost his way a little bit, but he seems to be returning towards it now. So whatever he's doing, he's doing a good job, and he's still got that power, obviously. I think the power is even better now that he's being more fluent with his punches. But the fella was tough as old boots, weren't he? Muller was his name. He's a really tough guy. Take me hat off to him for taking on short notice as well. But what people don't really see is when you have a baby like that, and you're in the hospital like that, close to a fight with the baby, and your bed, he's now got to leave that, just his own bubble. Yeah, he is in camp, but he's got to leave what he considers he has to protect his family, and his girl's going to be vulnerable in that situation with his new baby, and he's got to leave them to go and fight. Do you know what I mean? He's got to go to the end of the country and cut off still. It's a hard task to do, and to still do it and to be strong mentally like that, it shows he was focused. His opponent getting changed last minute. A lot of other people's heads would have been all over the place. A lot of other people wouldn't have been able to deal with that, but he's done a fantastic job. Congratulations to him as well on the birth of his baby boy.
Obviously, that's set up an all-Liverpool clash with Liam Smith as a fellow scout. So I want to get your thoughts on it, Jazza. What do you make of that bout?
Fucking hell, some fight, it's going to be massive in the city, and it could actually get a bit. It could get a bit like aggressive. You know what I mean? Because although we're only in a small city, there's two ends of the city, and you can tell where someone's from just by the way he speaks. So if you're from the South End, you would say, I'm from the South End, the North and the South. And if you're from the North End, you'll say the North and the South. We've just got different accents. It's mad. As a child, I was from the North End, and I used to travel to the South End with Fowler to go to the Golden Gloves. That's where our gym was. So I was always, I used to get skittered when I come home. What are you doing down there with them South Enders? And when I was up there, I used to say, the North End lads, and no, like, skip me. So it was like, there's a divide there. It's funny, but that's exactly what it'll be. It's the North End versus the South End. Even if you don't know one of these lads personally, if you're from the North End or the South End, that's what it's just going to be. So it's going to be a massive event for the city. And good to both lads. I think Beefy's been looking for a fight. And Beefy won't have been looking for Fowler. But what he will have been looking for, topping the Echo Arena in his own, you know what I mean? The M&S Arena, topping his own, in front of his own people. That's what he will be looking for. So good to him. I hope he's getting paid well. And Fowler, he's looking for a step up. And that's exactly what he's got here. He's looking big step up. So it's a fantastic fight. It's a very good fight. I'm not going to miss it myself.
Can I push you for a prediction?
No, because it's just, it's not right. It's not right. I've got too much respect for both lads. I am sitting on the fence, but only because I don't give a fuck. I say what I want, but I've just got respect. I'd rather not. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to upset in a situation like that. It's going to be heavy. Yeah, it's really going to be heavy. It's going to be a big divide. I don't want to be caught up in it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, Jazza, we will leave it there then. I'll leave you to enjoy what I imagine is probably your last bit of downtime before fight week begins for you. So I appreciate your time. Best of luck throughout this week and, of course, on fight night. And thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, brother. And thank you to Boxing Social as well.